Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Showtimedr. Getting in on my Overhit content today while I can. Right now, this video is going to be what endgame should look like and how you know you're there, what things you're going to be focusing on. Now, I'm still about one raid stage away from being truly at endgame. But so, to define endgame in this game, number one, you've gotten your account to at least... It's probably going to be, by the time you start in-game, 3 SSRs maxed. Now, a bunch of people are going to hear that and be like, what? Like, how could you possibly? Well, I managed to do one with Emoden. Y'all have seen the videos, so you know how I feel about that. But, nonetheless, he is an amazing freaking... He's doing amazing at tanking for me right now. So, and then clearly you can get 5 characters, you can farm their shards, you could do the shard trading thing like Fort Misery and Scion do if you're really into getting certain units, and eventually you're gonna have a tank, a DPS, and a heal, hopefully if you're lucky a support, at 65. Now, what's that's gonna do for you? Clearly you're gonna notice, actually Ashe is a bad character to go for this. Clearly the skill ups are going to have a lot to do with it. So what I'm showing you guys here is, for those who don't know, SSR characters are different in their skill ups from every other character in the game. And the reason is, usually, not everyone, but usually by rank 3, they're offering something additional. So in this case, you see his bottom skill here. It's an attack buff, ally times 5, along with a self barrier. But all of a sudden, when you get to level 3, it becomes an additional barrier for 2 units for X amount, and then when you rank it up to max, it now becomes a thing that also increases status effect resist rate of the whole team. So this is the definition of SSR skills: is first rank, sometimes third rank, and 6th rank. It's either going to give you an additional thing, or one of the old skills is now going to be 3 target instead of 1 target, or something along those lines, along with offering the bonus percentages. And same thing happens up here. So this skill at the beginning, it's an attack along with an attack down single target debuff. At rank 3, it becomes a 3 enemy attack rate debuff. And then at rank 6, you're also getting a stun. 100% chance, so very rarely resisted unless they have a ton of status effect resist, or some type of effect that helps them with that. So you are going to not only have your characters +5, and with all the S rank and the active tree and all that stuff, but you are going to have your skills as maxed as possible. As you see in my case, I don't have currently the materials to upgrade him to 6. I would love to, but I just don't right now. So... And also, you're going to have the Grimoires. Now, we'll get into the Grimoires a bit later. Good now. 5-star gear, clearly, which you can see I still have a lot of 4-star stuff on him. Which, actually, okay, before we get into Grimoires, let me show you one thing. The one thing that Ashe does have. I got Ashe a pretty good roll on a weapon. A 5-star weapon. So, crafting. You guys should be familiar with crafting your weapons right now. This weapon actually worked out pretty well for him because it gives him triple crit rate, so triple tinks on crit. Once I sacrifice more weapons to this and make this a level 65 weapon, attack's going to go up, the main stat's going to go up, and you're going to be getting certain percentage upgrades on these. You know, they'll go to orange rank, so this might go to like 4 point whatever percent or 5 point whatever percent. Now, dealt damage increase, I'd love for that to have been pierce rate or crit damage or even another crit rate, but still a pretty good roll overall when you factor everything in. You're going to have a lot of +5 weapons that are going to be level 65 as well, so that's another thing to keep in mind when you're doing this. So, good thing Ashe could show here. Now, when we get into Grimoires, let me go to the crafting for this. Grimoires is actually going to be heavy in-game too. Now, not that it's hard to get Grimoires, necessarily. If you're doing your, at least 2, I personally do 5 Untamed Sanctums a day. I can basically craft a Grimoire every day because I do that. And So what happens here is you craft your grimoires, and then you get to show you. Okay, let's take this one for example. So this is Serzani's grimoire, right? Usually it's going to be on an SSR, but whatever. You see here how the skill is rank 1, so whatever her passive is in her tree. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at it. Whatever the passive is, so for her it's increased hit target skill cooldown by 8 when active skills are triggered. Okay. So that's rank 1. So what you do is, I'm not actually going to do this because it's actually, I'm not using this hero, so it would be a waste. You're going to fortify your real grimoires. It takes this Untamed Sand to do it, which also you can get grimoire cores for. That's why I recommend you only do it for stuff you're upgrading. But to be perfectly honest, in my opinion, you shouldn't upgrade anything to level 10 unless you have a copy ready. Because once you upgrade it to level 10, then what's going to happen for you is, let me pick one. Oh look, now it wants another one of the grimoire, and then it's going to take it to rank 2. Rank 2 is going to give you whatever the passive skill that you unlock for rank 2. So I am guessing that there are at least 6 ranks of this, possibly 10. And either way, it's going to be just like the active skills I showed you, to where it's going to unlock, okay, rank 3, now it's unlocking additional effect, or additional target hit, or additional status effect, or whatever's going on there. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. Oh, actually, yeah. See, so that one's going to be able to get to level 20 and be a 2-star relic. So, interesting. I should actually just go look up on the Japanese or Korean version, but I'm sure someone will comment on however high they can get. But in-game, you're going to be seeing your grimoires go to probably at least level 6 on your glowing spike skill, or whatever skill it is, and the passive effect, along with the passive, usually it's like an attack bonus grimoire. So that is going to be another definition of endgame for you. Now, next definition, we're actually going to go to the specials, which are the raids. And for your raids, you are going to have, like right now you see I'm doing level 7. You are going to have I haven't done rank 8 yet, but you're going to have rank 9, because rank 9 is when 5-star gear starts dropping. So you are going to be able to do rank 9 or above and do at least half the boss's damage in one run. Now that's going to take level 65 gear, grimoires, high tier SSRs, and really good team synergy and your own tactics. And eventually, hopefully at some point, you'll just be able to completely one and done level 9s like that. And then you'll get 5-star gear drops, which you can then either use if it's a good roll, or sacrifice to your other 5-star gear. And you're just going to be able to gear up incrementally, just like really fast on your accessories and your weapons and all that. So that's going to be one stage. Now, same thing with Untamed Sanctum, you're going to be able to do... I'm not sure how high it goes. I've seen up to level 10, I'm sure there's higher. But you're going to be able to do that one to done, because you have to do those one to done to get the most out of it. And if you're not doing it one to done, you're basically wasting your charge of it. So now PvP, that's going to be a whole separate thing. If you're really into PvP, you know, you're going to be able to be in the top ranks. If you're not, then who cares, right? But if PvP is that important to you, then yeah, you are going to be doing synergy with stuff like that. And to be perfectly honest, that is most of... okay, so I should classify this. There are going to be things that are going to be added to the game over the next couple months. So guild events such as a dungeon, raid boss, and PvP probably going to be added. I know at least 2 out of 3 of those are coming. And then there will also be additional ways to up your heroes. I forget exactly all the specifics of them, but basically there's going to be more stuff you're going to have to farm, and more passive things, and more active stuff. So as this video ages and people will come to it maybe a couple months from now and, oh, there's a new thing to do. Hey, I'm sorry it wasn't out I probably put out a guide for it since then, but it wasn't out at the time when I was doing it, when I was doing this video. So, abilities, that's all easy to get. Maxed out skills, that should go without saying. S rank, that should go without saying. And so pretty much every day when you come into this game, you're going to go to raid, you're going to instantly one-shot all the rank 9 people, or if you don't instantly one-shot, you at least do more than half the damage, and then open it up to the public, let the public finish it off. And then you are also going to get level 65 everything on your gear, you're going to have max skills, you're going to have max grimoires, and that's pretty much the definition of endgame right now as it stands. Of course, you'll have conquered, you know, all of the farming dungeons and all of the hard mode campaign. And any event that comes up, it's going to be fairly simple. You might have to adjust in some way. So, and that's pretty much what endgame's going to look at, guys. Now, the reason I found it so important to define endgame in this game, a lot of games we start playing and we don't actually know what endgame is. So in the case, like I'll use Epic 7 as an example. Epic 7, the endgame is basically farming the farm dungeon, rank 11 of it. The Wyvern 11, Golem 11, whatever you need for your gear. That is actually endgame in that game right now. And it's weird because there's a raid, but the raid basically tunes you up for endgame, which is the farming dungeon where you get gear. So it's kind of like this weird, like, that's kind of weird that that's endgame, but that's just the way it is. Now, there's going to be more content getting released. There's a whole new campaign, which I don't think is quite endgame. There's a lot more of the Abyss dungeons, as well as like a new Automatron dungeon or something like that. So we'll see if that turns into endgame. But for now, that's what endgame is. That and PvP, of course, is endgame in that game. And defining endgame in your gacha games is really important because you should always have a goal of where you want to get to. And then once you get to it, you got to be the damn best at it that you can. And then when you see things coming in the future, like new modes, new this, new that, okay, now I can adjust and I can instantly go farm all that stuff. And as long as I'm having fun with this game, I'm gravy, you know, I'm cool. So, that's pretty much it for me on this video, guys, as far as defining endgame, what your goals are, where you're going to be, all the stuff that you're going to have to upgrade to get there. There's still obviously plenty of work for most of us. You can see I don't even have emodents. I might as well craft him his stupid false grimoire, but I don't want to waste Matt's crafting it, so, you know, that's good enough for now, because his grimoire gives him instant chill, 15% chance whenever he gets hit, and passive damage reduction. So that'd be nice to have, since he's my main freaking tank. Oh well. So anyways, guys, that's going to be it for me right now, and hopefully this video kind of gave you a perspective of what's going on, if you're on the fence about playing this game. Or you're not sure what you're doing, hey, I'm here to help you. I'm always new player friendly. A lot of people, they just cater towards either Wells or in-game players, and yeah, this was an in-game video, but I'm just showing you what it's going to be like when you get there, so. I'm always trying to be new player friendly, guys, so that's just the way it's going to be. And that's it for me. So, yo, I'm Showtime Doctor, Showtime DR. If you enjoyed this video, click the like and subscribe button. More to come. I'm on YouTube, clearly. I'm on Twitch as well. There's links to that down below in the title info, along with my Discord. Have a good time in there playing this and other gachas I play, Epic 7 Nights Chronicle. I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy, whatever it's called, War of the whatever. It's going to be the tactical game. Final Fantasy Tactics was my favorite game, but ergo, enough. So you guys have seen that. So I'll catch you guys later on. Have a good day.